This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hello everyone. So very good morning to all. In last session, we discussed about forms. So there are a lot of ways of form creations are there, but all are not required. Don't need to worry about it. So it's based on your requirement. You can create the forms. Okay, just I given a basic idea of how to create the forms. Okay, right. Now the next thing guys here, we have to talk about, and there are so many elements are there in HTML. Let us talk about those elements as well, guys. Right. So we are able to see different type of elements as of now, self-closing elements and self-closing as well as container elements, something like this, right? So container and non-container. What is mean by non-container? Which doesn't have closing tag, or else simply says closing tag, self-closing tag. What is a container tag? It has open tag and close tag. They call container tag. Like this, we have one more category. They will call them as semantic and non-semantic. Yeah, this is one of the thing we have to know it, right? Semantic and non-semantic elements. Exactly. What is the semantic? What is a non-semantic? Simply says almost all HTML5 elements. HTML5, right? We have HTML4, right? We know that. HTML5, all elements in HTML5. Try to see all the elements in HTML5 are semantic elements. And moreover, I cannot say all the elements of HTML4 are non-semantic. Maximum of the elements, right? I want to tell you maximum. I mean, some elements are semantic, some elements are non-semantic also in HTML4. Some of the HTML4 elements are semantic and non-semantic. Both are there inside of it. First of all, we have to know, sir, what is semantic, what is non-semantic. We are not able to understand. I'm saying you all HTML5 elements are semantic. Only some of the HTML5 elements are semantic, and remaining all elements are going to be non-semantic. I mean, almost all 80% of the HTML4 elements are non-semantic. Only some elements are the semantic elements. First of all, okay, whatever it may be, we are not able to understand what is the meaning of semantic, what is the meaning of non-semantic. I will write semantic. What is the meaning of semantic? Means the tag which is having a meaningful name. Understand, guys? What is a meaningful name exactly? For example, I have P. What is the meaning of P? We are saying that para. Actually, P means there is no meaning inside of it, right? Now you can see I am writing something called video. Yeah, there is a meaning. There is a meaning inside of it or not? Yes, there is a meaning. I have an element called section. Yes, there is a meaning or not? Right? So there is a meaning. I have an element called article. Yeah, there is also some meaning. I have something called now. There is some meaningful meaning is there. I have something called footer. Element name is footer. I mean meaningful. Footer means bottom or something like this. We have some meaning at the end of it, right? Header is a meaningful element. So almost all HTML5 elements are semantic elements, means that they're having some meaning. Now, if you can come to non-semantic, means they don't, the tags which doesn't have the meaningful name, right? This is simply non-semantic. Now you can come there. I'm just writing non-semantic means the tag which doesn't have a meaningful name. I'm writing which does not have a meaningful name. Which does not have a meaningful name is going to be called as right, which is the meaningful name which doesn't have a meaningful name. So examples, paragraph tag. What is p? We don't know what is p. Just it's a character. Do you know? I'm just taking I. So actually, we will means I means italic, p means paragraph tag, and we will assume like this. But the tag itself doesn't have any meaning, right? Yeah, that's they are called semantic. This is one of the common question where people will ask us in interview. In HTML, is there any question? They will ask you like this. Can you tell me some semantic elements? Can you tell me some non-semantic elements? They will ask us like this. Immediately we have a question. HTML having elements. What is semantic? What is non-semantic? Yeah, this is exactly semantic and non-semantic. Some people will ask you, what is, tell me some container elements, tell me some non-container elements, right? I mean, which is having closing tag, which doesn't have closing tag, something like this, right? You can take something meaningless tags are u tag, bold tag, italic tag. What else we are having? Uh, SPA and span also. We have all H1 tags, all H1 to H6 tags, all are meaningless. Na? So just we are assuming H1 means something, H2 means something, like we are assuming, that's all, right? So we have a div, there is no meaning actually. But div, if we are using div, I will consider it as a division of a screen. I will use the word division of a screen. To divide the screen, we will use the div. Right, we can use a section, article, so many things are there. Image caption, so a lot of things are there, right? Yeah. So inside of it also in HTML4, these are all non-semantic. Some of the semantic elements are also there here. Let us see. So body is a semantic element now, as well as head is a semantic element, as well as table is a semantic element. These are all in HTML only, right? Table is a semantic element. I think we have an element called center. I think this was deprecated, I believe. In HTML5, the center element was deprecated, I'm thinking, right? So these are all called some semantic elements in HTML. I mean, the tag name itself should have some meaning. That is called semantic element. So these are all semantic. These are all non-semantic in HTML4. These are all semantic in HTML4. These are all called semantic elements. Understand, guys, here. Generally, whenever we are creating a page, people will go like this. The page structure, they will create like this exactly. Let me share you all this information in the chat window and keep this. This is very important. They will ask us an interview. So make sure at least you have to tell to them some tags. What are the tags we are having exactly? Okay, just I sent you in the chat window. See, whatever the points I'm sharing you in the chat window, please keep them safe because they're very important for you interview. So whenever they're asking a question, we have to able to answer. HTML, it is easy, but we need to know about it very well, right? So now this is fine. Now what is the next thing we are having? Some people will create a web application like this. Everything they will make it into header. This is a header, HEADER header, or else it's better to go with a diagrammatical approach. Generally, some we can create finally by using HTML. What we can do, we can create the layouts, right? Let me show you the different type of layouts we can create. We can create a layout with completely divisions, or we can create a layout with completely HTML semantic elements also. Let me show you. Generally, this is a layout, okay? And can take this is a one more layout. This is one more layout. That is one more layout. One layout. Two layouts we are having right now. Try to see. I'm going to make the things like this. This is header, okay? I want to take header. This is going to be a banner section. Let us assume this is a banner section. Let us assume this is our services section, something like this, something like this. We can call it as our services section. After that, some other section, and finally you may have some footer section. This is exactly right, or any other services section, our services, our features, something like this. We can make a layout like this. Generally, technically, what we can call the front area, you know, this is called header, where we can keep the menu, right? Menu, logo will all the combination we call as header. Menu plus logo is the combination of header. Here if we can come, it may be a slider generally, or a banner. Generally in every web page, after menu you can see a slider, right? This is one thing. After this, I'm just making this as a our services. Generally I want to display 4 services to us. Our services, SERVICES, yeah, CES, our services, whatever it may be, right? So if we can come down, this is going to be our futures. So FEATURS futures, this is going to be finally footer section. That is the footer. So web page will be created, but what people will do, everything they will take into a div. We can take a div and close the div. They will take like this, guys. This is a layout we can do. Div open, div close. And this header is also one div. Definitely what they will do, this header is also a div. This slider is also a div. This our services is also a div. Our futures is also a div, and this footer is also a div. They will take like this. Immediately, definitely, they have to close the divs properly, right? Here, the div is going to be closed properly. Now you can see. So this is exactly, I'm going to take like this. Now you can see. This is closing div. This is the closing div. This is closing div. This is the closing div. So they are organizing the structure like this. I mean, what I want to tell you, so if it is a page, everything they will wrap into a div. This is a div. Division. By using divisions also we can create a website. So now you can see this div having first, this is one more div. In this div, I want to keep header. In this div, I want to keep banner. In this div, I want to keep our features, our services, and footer. So like this, we are going to create the structure actually. This is the layout. Actually, we have to keep some content inside of it. Okay. So by just writing these divs, they won't adjust it automatically. They won't come side by side. Definitely, we have to apply some CSS for it, but you have to wait for some time. So here, that is a kind of layout. Now you can see this is also a kind of layout we are able to see. Here, same kind of structure I'm taking. This is also a header. Try to see the differentiation you have to observe here. This is a header. This is the same banner I'm taking, nothing difference. This is also a banner. This is also our services and our features and footer. If it is the HTML5 semantic elements, if you are using this, generally what people will do, they will take everything into one parent div. This is going to be one parent div, one div. Okay, this is one div. At the end of it, this is going to be the closing div. Right. Definitely, they will take some divisions. No need to worry about it. Right. Exactly. This is a div I have. Okay, this is the div I have. That is the div close. But after div, entire layout will be wrapped into a div. That's okay. Or else you can take any other element also. Now you can see. This is header, right? We know this is the header. This is a slider or banner, and this is our services, services services. This is going to be features, features features. This is going to be footer. Okay, right? You can see this layout they will create by using semantic elements. Header. This is going to be a section. Try to see how we are going to create it, guys. They will use the section. This is also one section. So you can create layout in two ways, by using semantic element, by using non-semantic elements. Footer. Understand, guys? Footer is an element. Now you have to close all the elements properly, right? Again, this is going to be header close, HEADR header close, right? In the same manner, you have to close the section close. Something like this also we can create. This is also the same, right? So you can go with section close, and this is going to be section close and footer close, something like this, guys. This is the way of making the things properly. Footer close, exactly. So you can see the right side is a layout, sorry, left side is a layout which is used. Okay, you can create layout in any manner, anything you can use it, no problem. But it's always a good idea. HTML5 is suggesting always try to use semantic elements while creating the layouts. For example, whenever you're working with Bootstrap, what they are saying exactly, you need to create a layout with the semantic elements. That is the Bootstrap is saying that. Now you can see this is the thing. Everything is a div. Everything is a div. Yeah, we can create a layout like this also. Everything we can take semantic elements. Yes, we can create a layout. Nothing different, guys. Whatever you can do with the divisions, the same I can do with semantic elements also. But it's a good idea to go with meaningful tags. Whatever the content you are showcasing in your code, if you have some meaning, so easily users can understand, oh, this is a header section, this is a banner section, something like they will understand easily, right? So this is the way of making the things properly. Footer close, section close, footer close, understand easily, right? So now in this point of time, everything we are taking into a div. Now you can see this is going to a header, header, header open, header close. This is header open, header close. Like this, we have to make the things. Header open. After that, I have to make a section. Section open, section close. This may be a banner section, right? This may be a features, services, and finally, I want to take this as a footer section, something like this. These are some meaningful things to see the layout. So by seeing this, we can understand, oh, this is header, so this is footer. So if you can see everything is a div, we cannot understand what is header, what is body, what is some other services section. We cannot understand if it is everything is a div. But by seeing the code, we can easily understand what is header, what is footer, and what is other sections also we can easily understand. So it is always a good idea to code like this. Right. So in upcoming sessions, while we are creating layouts using CSS, we will 100% we will go for semantic elements, whatever it may be. You can see some of the websites which are definitely, or let me open some of the websites for you. I think you will get a clarity. They use semantic or not. Definitely, you have to use the semantic elements. It's 100% mandatory. So it's a good idea also because we don't know right now we are using HTML5, maybe HTML6 may become in future. When HTML6 is coming, you need to be some of the elements may not be supported. Now we have HTML4. Some of the elements was deprecated, they removed, and maybe in HTML6 some more elements may be deprecated. So they may be make mandatory to use semantic elements for creating the layout. So we have to be ready for it, right? So you can see some of the websites I'm just want to show you, which we created actually. For this people also we created this website, WordPress website actually. Let me show you the source code here. I just want to show you the source code of this website. Now you can see some of the elements will be there. They are going to be semantic. Is it loaded? Now you can see everything they will wrap into semantic sections or not. We need to check this header. I think these people, okay. This is actually WordPress means we are not going to create anything. These are all the plugins. Can you see? There is a header. I think somewhere they opened. I don't know. Header is closer here. I'm able to find. Let me find this as a simply section, SCCTY section. Can you see? A section tag is open and section tag is closed. Something like this. There are a lot of sections are there. Now you can see there are a lot of section elements are there. Section elements are opening, section elements are closing. So like this, they will use semantic elements. I think you see by seeing this code, you may not understand clearly. Don't worry. So whenever we are creating the layouts, I will make you through the layouts creation by using sections so that it is going to be very, very easy for everybody, right? The next thing, guys. Okay, this is all about the things, guys, but 100% in real time, which is the best approach? If you can ask me, I can say this is the best approach. We can always go with this approach. I will always use this approach only. This is the regular approach, guys. People almost all may forget about, I think everything they will use divisions, divisions, divisions. But I think it's a good idea to go with HTML5 elements. You have to habituate that HTML5 elements only, right? So what is the div here? Division of a screen. I want to divide the screen into 4 partitions. I want to divide the screen into 5 rows, 6 rows. Each and every row should be divided into two columns, something like this. You want to divide them? Yeah. So that is the purpose. But by using semantic elements also, we can divide the screen. So we don't need to worry about it. You don't need to, we can create a layout with the combination of every element. We can use header, section, footer, div also we can use it based on our requirement, or else some of elements are there. There are a lot of elements are there in HTML5 and we can use those elements as well if required. Okay, right. Next one is going to be one more thing. Uh, Here block level elements, one more category you can see, this is block level elements and inline elements. What is this block level? What is this inline elements? We just want to know. Block level, what is the meaning of block level? What is the meaning of inline elements? Yeah, exactly, guys. Block level means, I will tell you some of the elements. You can see h1 is h1 to h6 is a block level, okay, and paragraph tag is a block level, div is a block level. What else we are having, guys? Nothing. What is a block level? If you are writing the content, whenever you are writing the next line, if it is coming to the second, I just want to show you practically so that it is a better way. Okay, I have h1 tag. I have h1 tag. Try to see. I'm writing heading 1, heading heading 1, I'm writing heading 2, right? These are block level. How do we know block level? If the element is displaying into the next line, then that is going to be called block level. Now you can go and check this. I just want to execute this file. Just run this. If we can run this, where is this Chrome? Yeah, I'm just running this. Now you can see first heading, after that second one heading. They are coming one by one, right? If output is displaying, if an element is displaying an output one by one, that is called block level element. I mean one by one. Now you can see I'm taking an anchor tag a href equal to, I'm going to take something called hello. Okay, I'm taking something called I tag. So I tag open, I tag close. I'm writing something called welcome. Now you can take one more tag b tag. So I'm taking b tag. Now you can see rom. I'm taking just as something called okay. If you can refresh, can you see all output is going to be in single line? If this is in single line, they are called what they are called? We have two categories, na? What is block level? What is inline? So these anchor tag and I tag, bold tag, italic all come under inline elements because they will display the output into a single line. Semantic means they will display the output one by one. All HTML5 elements are block level elements. All HTML5. As of now, what are the elements I told you, right? HTML5 elements are block level. I mean, every element will display the output in next line. You can see the div. I'm taking a div open, div close. You can write this as a welcome. I'm writing welcome. I want to know div is block level or inline. I want to write hello. Definitely it is a block level. One by one output will be displayed. Can you see? Welcome is on the top and hello is on the bottom. So one by one, that is block level. So if it is the output is in the same line, that is going to be inline. You can see HTML5 elements I told you, right? You can go for section open, section close. I'm writing here, close the tag, some content. Let us write some content, whatever it may be. Yeah, now you can write the same. Now you can execute it. Now they are also coming one by one. If they are coming one by one, they are called block level elements. If the output is coming in the same line, they are called inline elements. So some of the elements are inline, some of the elements are block level. 1 minute, let us Google for it. So we have a lot of elements are there. I think we can see at least some categories. HTML block level elements. Okay, we have versus something. Oh, here we have W3 schools. Okay, you can see there are a lot of elements are there. All the elements, right? Block level element always starts on a new line. Okay, great. I mean, I told you one by one. Okay, now you can see maybe these are all the block level elements, guys. Paragraph, all are block level elements. Just no need to remember all the elements. I too don't know all the elements. That's why I Google for it. So no need to remember, but just understand the concept. What is, they will ask you some examples. Tell me some examples of block level, then we can say them easily, right? So figure caption, field set, address, article, a side, block code, canvas, section. So these are all HTML5: address, article, a side, block code, canvas, and figure caption, footer, and this is the section, right? So these are all come under, right, video. They all come under block level elements. In the elements, if you can see, oh, a lot of things are there. Anchor, button, input, smap, images also, guys. Images also block level elements. I mean inline elements. Break. So now you can see big I. Okay, BDO, whatever it may be, guys. A lot of things are there, but all are not required. No need to worry. So just simply remember some elements for inline. Remember some elements for block level. Okay, that's enough. Right. So next thing, I forgot to tell you one thing. I don't know whether I discussed it with you or not. Global attributes. Global attributes of HTML elements. Right. What are the global attributes of HTML element? There may be a lot of attributes may be there. All right. We know anchor tag. Anchor tag has an attribute href, right? This is an attribute anchor tag. Anchor tag has another attribute also called target is equal to something, right? Anchor tag having other attribute is target equal to something and so. So these are the attributes of anchor tag only. Can we add these href and target attributes to section element or h1 element? No, we cannot add because these two attributes are belongs to only So anchor tag, so we cannot add these elements to some other things exactly, right? This is exactly going to be the okay. We know img src tag, img src, right? We know src is an attribute which is belongs to image. For this we have title attribute, for this we have alt attribute, and for this we have height and width attributes are there. So these attributes are specially belongs to image only, so we cannot add them to some other things. Okay, exactly, perfect. Now the next thing, guys, global attributes. Whatever the, see, every element may have its own attributes, as well as global attributes means they're common for everybody. They're common for everybody. You can see those attributes are going to be id is an attribute, class is an attribute, style is an attribute, and the title is an attribute. These are the some common attributes. Some of the events, JavaScript events, JS events also an attribute, but don't worry about the JS events, we can talk about later. But in HTML you can understand id, class, style, and title are the global attributes of each and every element. Now you can see this is the section, this is the body. For this anchor tag you can take id, you can take a class. They are common, they are not mandatory to take to every element, but if you want you can take them, otherwise you can leave them. Style, we can take style attribute, we can take title attribute also. Can you see these four are the some of the common attributes for every element in HTML. The same attributes we can add for image also, id, class, and style equal to something, href is equal, okay, that's all. Title is already there now, right? So these are the some common attributes are there for every image, every element, so not every image, right? So id, class, style, and title, global attributes. I mean these are the common. You can take a button, you can take an input element, you can take a paragraph, you can take a div, or you can take some other. For every elements there are something called common attributes, guys. These are going to be the common attributes of each and every element in our HTML, global attributes, right? So if you have a question, sir, why we need to add an id? Actually, if you can see these, by using these three attributes we can design an element. By using these three, by using these three we can design, where we can design actually, I want to design an element, right? By using these three attributes, we can design the elements. I just want to write something called elements. We can design the elements, guys, exactly. ID, class, style. ID, we know ID. Why we need an ID for a student? To identify a student uniquely. In the same manner, in a document, you may have many number of elements. In this many number of elements, I just want to identify one element based on its ID to design. So here class is also an attribute to group the elements. Generally, class contain collection of students, right? Class contain collection of students. In the student, every student has an ID. I mean, class is used to group something, and style is used to design an element. Inline style, this is for specially used for inline styling. There we can talk about in CSS what is inline styling, what is external styling, what is internal styling, something like this. And title is the attribute which describes the title of the element exactly, that's all, right? We can describe each and every attribute very detailed later. So id, class, style, all are going to be used in CSS, all are going to be used in JavaScript as well, right? So there you will understand how we can use these three attributes in JavaScript, how we can use these three attributes in CSS, how we can use these three attributes in jQuery also. jQuery we can use id, class, style. JavaScript also we can use them, and in CSS also we can use them. One question, guys, for me: can we design an element by using CSS? Definitely. CSS is the ultimate thing to design an element. One question: can we design an element by using JavaScript and jQuery? Is it possible? Can we design an element by using React.js? Can we design an element by using AngularJS? Yeah, that is also possible. That is also possible. We can design an element. JavaScript can do everything. Whatever HTML can do, whatever CSS can do, the same I can do by using JavaScript as well. So without writing a single line of HTML code, I can create HTML, I can generate HTML code by using JavaScript. Yeah, JavaScript beauty is that is. I'm saying you guys one more time. What is the importance you guys are giving you to learn UI course? The same importance is required for learning JavaScript. That much important, the JavaScript in entire our UI course. You have to concentrate more about JavaScript. That is going to give you a lot. Okay, right. So these are the some of the semantic elements, some of the HTML things, guys. Exactly in our HTML. 1 minute, please. One minute, guys. Let me show you. For our reference, you need to go the tag list reference, HTML tag list reference. Let me show you. Name is not global. Name is not global. Name is not mandatory for every element. Name is only for some of the elements only. Name is, for example, if you can take input is an element. Input have name attribute. Input have name attribute. We can take name attribute here, right? So for some of the elements, name is not there. Input, we can take it. This is having a name attribute, right? I think image is there. Can I take name attribute for image? But even if we can take it, no problem, I believe. But actually, official set name is not there, actually global attribute. So because the name is having only for some elements only as an official attribute, but I think even if we can take it, will work for everybody. Section name, something we can take it, I believe, no problem. But you can take it, but officially, official standard, if we can see, 1 minute, let me Google for it so that we will understand global attributes of in HTML. Okay, let me go for it. Global attributes. There are so many things will be there. Access key, class, right? You can see content, data attributes are there. These we will discuss in HTML, jQuery actually, not right now. Draggable, ID, lang, spell check, style. Name is not there anywhere. Name is not there anywhere. But we seen title, style, and ID. Where is the class? Did they mention class here? Yeah, class is on the top of. We mentioned this. But sir, a lot of things are there where we can use them. You may have a question, but you have to wait for some time, right? You have to wait for some time. So everything, some of the things will be, these are the data attributes are discussed in jQuery. Definitely data attributes. You cannot understand right now what is a data attribute, but right now, what are the attributes I discussed with you? You can just go with these things. That's enough, right? Title, ID, class, and style. Those four attributes, you just need to remember it, right? These are the global attributes. There are a lot of things are there, but all are not required at all. Okay, just you can go with the attributes which I told you, right? Now you have to go for the reference, guys. You can go to any of the website. There are a lot of tags are there in HTML. This is the combination of all the tags. Just you can go with them, but regularly, I don't know whether you are going to use all these tags or not in real time. 100% I didn't use all the tags as of now, but the tags, most of the things you guys needs to concentrate on three areas, guys, as a designer. uh, One is going to be form elements. Already we seen form and elements. We have to know about a table, and we have to know about ULLI, list elements. We have to talk about anchors. We have to talk about IMGs, images. So these are the some elements where we can use regularly in our real time. Other than this, you cannot see anything in any website. You can go, there may be a lot of things are there, but these are the repeated elements in every website. Every website you can go there. So you can see, I want to write HTML5 elements also. HTML5 elements, semantic elements, and one more is div also. Sorry, div is ultimate thing now. So div is also the most used one. Let me write on the top of it. Right, I think these are the things, guys. HTML5, you have section, article, footer, header, nav, something is there now. Right, they are the mostly used elements. Seriously, guys, you may have many number of elements in HTML, but these are the some elements, right? So tomorrow I will discuss about this tag reference. We have so many things are there, but all are not required. Don't worry about it. I will discuss some elements in the tag reference. You have to discuss, you have to practice some more elements. But I can say but you don't need to discuss each and everything, right? This only some of the elements you can check this. What is RT? What is Q? What is a pre-tag? What is P? What is param? What is picture? What is output? What is option? What is option group? Something like you can just discuss them. Option and option already we seen in the form elements actually. What is a nav? HTML5 nav. While creating navigations, while creating layouts, we are going to use some more elements. Don't worry about it. Okay, right. Thank you guys then. So, and we will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow I will discuss the tag reference. We have so many tags are there. So let us discuss about some of the tag reference of the HTML, right? I will discuss some more elements. Maximum of the tags I will discuss tomorrow, and remaining you guys needs to check them. Okay, right. So that we can wind up the HTML. And one more thing I want to discuss about HTML special characters. This is also we will discuss tomorrow. SPECIL special chars. What is HTML special chars, right? We have to know about this also. Nothing but dollar symbol, rupee symbol. I want to display dollar symbol. I want to display rupee symbol. I want to display copyright symbol, trademark symbol. They're all called HTML special characters. So how can we display these symbols and all we can see in tomorrow's session.